Hello everybody. So here we are with the last part, that is the fourth part of multiple choice questions in IELTS listening of this particular series. For part 1, part 2 and part 3, the links are in the description below. Please watch part 1, part 2 and part 3 before you watch part 4. It is very important. Let's go ahead to part 4. This is going to be pretty tough. Keep a pencil and a paper ready so that you can understand what mistakes you're making and you can rectify them by rewinding this video and seeing it again. Part 4. I'm going to be handling section 3 now. Questions 21 to 30. You have to choose from 3 choices A, B and C. Now this whole section is about a course feedback. So let us see how it works. You will see that there are 5 questions which are shown here. They are marked in red, and if you look at the choices, they are not simple choices, one-word choices. They are a little long. They are sentence-based choices, which makes this section extremely difficult. And I'm going to be handling 10 questions of multiple choice questions with long options, So the first thing that you should see, you should mark the keywords on the questions which are marked with red here. Take a pencil or a paper and just start noting down the answers as and when you keep on listening. So I'm going to play the audio and I'll turn off my video right now.
Section 3. 2 overseas students called Spiros and Hiroko have just finished the first semester of their university course. They are discussing with their English language teacher how they coped with the course. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
Before we start, Spiros and Hiroko, thanks for coming in today to talk about your recent study experiences, and congratulations to you both in doing so well in your first semester exams.
Thank you.
I'd like to discuss with you the value of the English for Academic Purposes course you did here last year before starting your university course. Spiros, if I could start with you, what parts of the program have now proved to be particularly valuable to you?
I think that having to do a seminar presentation really helped me. For example, a couple of weeks ago in our marketing subject, when it was my turn to give a presentation, I felt quite confident. Of course, I was still nervous, but because I had done one before, I knew what to expect. Also, I know I was well prepared, and I had practiced my timing. In fact, I think that in relation to some of the other people in my group, I did quite a good job, because my overall style was quite professional. What about you, Hiroko?
That's interesting. In my group, I was really surprised by the way the students did their presentations. They just read their notes aloud. Can you believe that? They didn't worry about their presentation style or keeping eye contact with their audience. And I remember that these things were really stressed to us in the course here.
So, how did you approach your presentation, Hiroko?
Well, to speak frankly, I read my notes too. At the time, it was a relief to do it this way, but actually when I had finished, I didn't feel any real sense of satisfaction. I didn't feel positive about the experience at all.
That's a pity. You know, although I was pleased with my presentation, I am not so pleased with my actual performance right now in the tutorials. During the whole semester, I've not said anything in our tutorial discussions. Not a word.
Really, Spiros? Why is that? Do the other students talk too much?
It's partly that, but it's mostly because I have had no confidence to speak out. Their style of speaking is so different. It's not the style we were used to during the course. They use so many colloquialisms. They're not very polite, and sometimes there seems to be no order in their discussion. Also, they are very familiar with each other, so because they know each other's habits, they can let each other into the discussion.
You're right, Spiros. I have experienced that too.
Okay, so now you have seen how to handle these 5 questions. And trust me, it's not that simple. When I'm going to show you the answers, you'll figure it out. How much did you score? I request you to do it again and again till you get 5 on 5 correct. Let us see the answers. 21 is B, 22 is C, 23 is B, 24 is A, and 25 is C. I've got a different technique now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the tape script. You will see that the dialogues are written here and all the things which are the answers are marked in red. Pause it here. See it how it works. So you come to know what the answers are. You can rewind, forward everything and you can fix it up. The next slide. Same is the case in this one as well. So you can see the teacher, Hiroko and Spiros. The dialogues that they speak are given here and all the answers are given in red. In case you are still confused about the answers, I request you to rewind this, do it again. Let's go to the next part now. In the next part, from questions 26 to 30, you will be seeing exactly the same thing, 3 choices each, and you have to figure out the best choice. Again, you'll be given some time. Pause the video here, mark the keywords, choose the right answer as and when you listen. Keep your paper and pencil ready with you. I'm going to play the audio now.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 26 to 30. Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
For most of this semester, I've said absolutely nothing in tutorials. But recently, I've been trying to speak up more and I just jump in. And I've noticed an interesting thing. I've noticed that if they thought my point was interesting or new, then the next time they actually asked for my opinion. And then it was much easier for me to be part of the discussion.
Oh, that's great, Hiroko. I hope that happens for me next semester. I'll have to work hard to find some interesting points. What helped you to find these ideas?
I think that one thing that helped me with this was the reading. I've had to do so much reading this semester just to help me make sense of the lectures. At first, I couldn't understand what the lectures were talking about. So I had to turn to the books and journals. Every night I read for hours, using the lists of references that were given, and I made pages of notes. At breakfast, I read and read my notes again. This habit has helped me to follow the ideas in the lectures, and it's also given me some ideas to use in the tutorials.
But I did so much reading anyway. I don't think there's any time left over for anything extra. My reading speed is still quite slow, though I'm much better at dealing with vocabulary than I used to be.
What else do you think we could add to the course program to help with this reading problem?
There's not really anything because it's my problem. I remember we were given long articles to read. We didn't like that, but now I realize that reading those long articles was good preparation for the things I need to read now. Also, in class, we regularly had speed reading tasks to do, and we kept a record of our reading speed, so the teachers were encouraging us to work on that.
That's true, Spiros, but what we read could have been different. Sometimes in the English class, I felt frustrated when I had to read articles about the environment or health or education, because I wanted to concentrate on my own field, but we didn't read anything about engineering. So I think I wasted some time learning vocabulary I didn't need.
But surely the strategies you were taught for dealing with that vocabulary were helpful?
Yes, but psychologically speaking, I would have felt much better working on reading from my own field. What do you think, Spiros?
Oh, I agree. That would have helped my confidence too, and I would have been more motivated. It was good, though, that we could work on our own topics when we wrote the research assignments.
Okay, let's move on to writing now.
That is the end of section 3. You now have half a minute.
All right, so now we've come to the end of this particular section till 30. And if you've noticed one thing, the questions are different, but the choices are so similar. Let's take the example of question number 29. Environmental studies, health education, and engineering. And when she's talking about, she says they did not talk anything about engineering. So we have to find out what is Hiroko's subject area. You know, these are trick questions. All of them are trick questions. So let us figure it out, what the answers are. Let's go to the answer page. 26th is B, 27th is A, 28th is B, 29th is C, and 30th is B. Again, we will move on to the tape script so you can see the dialogues. I request you, when you are seeing the tape script, pause the video here, pause it here, read it properly so you come to know what the answers are. All the answers have been given in the red color. Hiroko, Spiros, and the teacher, they are speaking. The dialogues are here. Check it out. Now the next page. Pause it here. See it for yourself. With this, we come to the end of the video. So I have covered 4 parts in listening multiple choice questions. The links to all these 4 parts are given in the description below. Please like, comment, share our channel so that you can watch more such beautiful videos which will help you enhance your examination score. In case you're looking for a video on true, false, not given, which is the main thing in reading, follow this channel, search for yes, no, not given, true, false, not given, and you will find amazing videos with world-class content on this channel. Thank you so much. See you soon.